Everywhere you look, people are carrying water bottles, taking sips constantly, as if dehydration is lurking around every corner. It's become a habit, even an obsession, largely shaped by modern marketing. Companies have convinced the world that drinking large amounts of water is essential for good health. But is it really necessary? Or could overconsumption of water be doing more harm than good? Today, we unravel the truth about hydration, what your body really needs, the impact of excessive water intake, and how understanding hydration properly can improve overall well-being. The science of hydration. The human body is made up of roughly 60% water. Every cell, tissue, and organ relies on water to function correctly. But balance is key. Drinking water when needed supports digestion, circulation, temperature regulation, and countless cellular processes. However, excessive water intake, especially when consumed in small sips throughout the day, can have unintended consequences. When water is consumed in excess, the body doesn't simply discard it. Instead, it tries to maintain a delicate internal balance. If too much water is absorbed, sodium levels in the bloodstream start to drop. Sodium is a critical electrolyte that helps regulate nerve function, muscle contractions, and fluid balance. When sodium levels become too low, the body enters a state called hyponatremia, a potentially dangerous condition where cells start to swell. The impact on the brain. While all cells in the body can be affected by excess water, the brain is particularly vulnerable. Inside the skull, there's limited space for expansion. When sodium levels drop and water starts entering brain cells in an attempt to restore balance, the brain begins to swell. Unlike other parts of the body, the skull does not stretch to accommodate the swelling. This doesn't mean the brain is growing in a beneficial way. Swelling in the brain can lead to increased pressure, resulting in symptoms like headaches, confusion, nausea, and, in extreme cases, even coma. This condition is known as cerebral edema, and it's far more common than people realize. Marketing and the hydration myth. The idea that people must constantly sip water throughout the day has been ingrained in modern culture, especially in colder regions where dehydration is less of a concern. Walk down any street in an urban area, and you'll see people clutching water bottles as if survival depends on it. This belief didn't originate from medical necessity. It was largely a result of marketing. Beverage companies, bottled water brands, and fitness influencers have perpetuated the idea that drinking excessive water is necessary for good health. Phrases like "stay hydrated" have become a constant refrain, yet few question whether this advice is scientifically sound. The truth is, the body's built-in thirst mechanism is highly reliable. When the body needs water, it signals thirst. If the signal is ignored, dehydration can occur, but drinking water beyond what the body requires does not offer additional benefits. It can actually create new problems. How the body manages water intake. When water is consumed in large amounts all at once, the body processes what it needs and discards the rest. The kidneys filter excess water out through urine, preventing unnecessary accumulation. However, when water is consumed in frequent small sips, the body can be misled into absorbing more than necessary. This is why people who sip water continuously may find themselves needing frequent bathroom trips, yet still feel the need to drink more. It becomes a cycle where the body's natural regulation is overridden, and sodium levels slowly drop over time. Water and heart health. Proper hydration plays a significant role in cardiovascular health. The heart relies on a precise balance of fluids and electrolytes to pump blood efficiently. When water levels in the body are insufficient, blood thickens slightly, making the heart work harder to circulate oxygen and nutrients. Conversely, excessive water intake can dilute sodium and other vital electrolytes, disrupting the delicate balance required for heart function. Some experts believe that maintaining optimal hydration, not excessive hydration, could significantly reduce the risk of heart-related complications. If people consume clean, quality water in appropriate amounts, some estimates suggest that nearly half of all heart attacks could be prevented. The damage caused by chronic overhydration or dehydration accumulates over time, impacting overall cardiovascular health. Understanding hydration through food. Hydration is not just about drinking water. Many foods contain high levels of water, contributing to overall fluid intake. Fruits like watermelon, oranges, and cucumbers contain over 90% water, while vegetables like spinach and lettuce hold over 70% water. Eating a diet rich in high water content foods allows for slow, steady hydration while providing essential nutrients. In contrast, a diet filled with processed, low water content foods can leave the body struggling to maintain hydration, even if large amounts of water are consumed separately. Why overhydration feels like dehydration. A surprising effect of drinking too much water is that it can sometimes mimic the symptoms of dehydration. This happens because excess water can flush out electrolytes, leading to fatigue, muscle cramps, and dizziness, symptoms often associated with dehydration. People experiencing these symptoms may assume they need to drink more water, which only worsens the problem. The solution in such cases is not additional water, but rather electrolyte-rich foods or drinks that help restore balance. The right approach to hydration. To maintain optimal hydration without overloading the body, a few key principles can be followed. 1. Listen to thirst. The body knows when it needs water. Trusting the natural thirst mechanism is the simplest and most effective way to stay hydrated. 2. Drink in moderation. Instead of sipping constantly, drinking a moderate amount of water when thirsty allows the body to regulate absorption properly. 3. Eat hydrating foods. Incorporating fruits and vegetables with high water content can improve hydration without overloading the kidneys. 4. Avoid habitual overdrinking. Drinking water out of habit rather than necessity can lead to electrolyte imbalances over time. 5. Adjust hydration based on activity. Athletes and individuals in hot climates may need more water, but this should still be guided by thirst and balance with electrolyte intake. Hydration is essential, but balance is crucial. The widely promoted idea of drinking water constantly throughout the day is not based on necessity, but rather on marketing and habit. While dehydration can be harmful, overhydration carries its own risks, particularly when it disrupts sodium levels and affects brain and heart function. By understanding the body's natural signals and incorporating high water content foods into daily nutrition, hydration can be maintained effectively without excess. The goal should not be mindless water consumption, but rather a thoughtful approach to meeting the body's true needs. So, the next time you reach for that water bottle out of habit, pause for a moment and ask yourself, are you truly thirsty or just following a belief shaped by modern myths?